this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle, and here we go. Two tribes going toe-to-toe. Pedri reaching three figures in terms of his appearances for the club.
Well, that milestone might be on the back of his mind, Peter, although I'm pretty sure he'll just go about his business as usual. It's just one of the many achievements he'll go on to reach from here.
Hazard gets into a good position. It's a clearance, but not much of one. Palmer! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Palmer is offering a wry smile there.
That has ended up in no man's land. Can he get it through?
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Balde is there. And he comes up trumps again.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
Now it's Villa. Saka is onto this. That's going to go a long way. And they're back on the ball again. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
Ruben Neves, out towards the flank. Threads one in. Griezmann crosses. And he's there to clear it. It's a pretty loose pass. And he thumps it clear. Costa Curta. So it is still 0-0. He is through here. Pedri gets a foot in here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Hazard receives it in a wide position. And that should get the job done.
Natal clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Bellingham! Oh, the ball's come loose here. That has been cut short. The referee has given a corner. India with the corner. They're first. Alexander-Arnold is there, and he can get that clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Hazard. He's got away. Chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Vardiol cuts it out. India upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Vardiol. This is Owen. Good effort from distance. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Oh, easy pickings there. Alexander-Arnold. Looking for the run. David Villa. And he welcomes it in. Real chance! It's in! With half-time at hand. Perfect timing. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Can he get onto this? And he cuts out the supply.
Added time.
Now it's Griezmann. And there's the end of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. There's the start of the second half.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Messi picks it up out wide. Balde going vertical. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And that was nowhere near his best. Looking to play him in. In with the challenge. Deftly away. That has not gone well. Howson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Beckenbauer. It's run loose here. Beckenbauer calmly anticipates. Knocks it into space. And he's gone looking for safety. Tries to play it through. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Great chance here from position A1. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. Griezmann! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Griezmann is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Opts for safety. Out to the right. Now, can they get him away? Now that's well seen too. Van Dijk goes direct. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Tries to pass it through. Messi looking to get on the end of this. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Substitution in progress.
India have their second corner now. Decent enough try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Just eases him off the ball. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Ruben Neves. Now that looks a decent ball. Van Dijk. Beckenbauer. Costa Curta. Pass somewhat off target. And this is Griezmann. That looks a good ball through. Shot, surely! It's in! And this is getting better and better. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
India are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
David Villa. David Villa. Substitutions taking place.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. India are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Foden.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And the through ball. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Balde, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Bellingham.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Now Kanu! Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended.
He's having a shot! Brilliant! About as smooth as it gets. He has given that a right old hit.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Number 19.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
And he's going to have his name taken. Not the most accurate pass. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Beckenbauer. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. It's a promising position. Now it's Doué. And a chance! In for the pieces! Volleyed effort.
Listen, I'm not sure he had to go at that first time, but at least he showed some good confidence.
Substitution on the field. Number 8.
India are able now to make their substitution for a few moments now.
Beckenbauer.
Balde.
On the field.
Not too
Number
much more
6.
here than seeing out time, and time is
Number
very
16.
nearly seen out.
Rodri.
It's certainly onside here. Balde. And now the breakaway. Now it's Foden. 5 minutes to add. Well, nicely intercepted. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. We're talking it's Adriano! Marvellous goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Vardiol, Bernardo Silva. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Shifted it to the flank. Now it's Hazard. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable match. Shapes to shoot! And he's found the net! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Marquinhos. That's a little off target. Rijkaard. Played into space. That's been intercepted. Hazard. Hazard! Oh, it rattles the bar.
Natal definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
Right, he rises! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And that has been knocked clear. And claimed it back swiftly. Oh, no joy this time. Vardiol promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Pedri. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Neymar. Argentina trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Now it's Owen. Now it's Messi. Now it's Owen. And no, that was never going to make it. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Chiellini clears. Saliba. Konate. And it's Marquinhos. And that is a little undercooked. Goes looking wide. Adriano. Oh, he's burst through! Guardiola kept his eye on it, and he's there. Deftly away. Marquinhos. And this is Adriano. And he's managed to get rid. Now it's Oyarzabal.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rijkaard. To Marquinhos. Alexander-Arnold getting this one clear. Bernardo Silva. Hazard. Looks to the other side.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Oh, that's fabulous. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. Ball on the spot. Can he? Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
And now he has two. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
And it's Messi. Swung over. Adriano looks to get on the end of this. Bernardo Silva. He gets big. In he goes again. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Now that looks a decent ball.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
There's the whistle for half-time.
Natal are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 15. Número 6. Entran número 27.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Now that's well seen too. And he was quick to react. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Cannavaro, he's picked his way through. Vardiol. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Shot could be on. Look, and the shot! And he hits the net. And the second half is off to a flyer. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Now who's going to be first to this? I have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Spell to him there. And it's been played through. He's having a shot! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And he's there to retrieve it. Engages and forces him off the ball. Hazard. That has ended up in no man's land. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Palmer. And here's Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Mikel Oyarzabal, can he get it through? And he's gone looking for safety. Chance here to counter. Cannavaro.
Might want to be careful there.
And that's gone loose. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Hazard. And that should get the job done. And that's been won straight back. Alexander-Arnold sends it crossfield. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. And we have our very first corner. Saliba clears it away. And this is Bernardo Silva. Oh, he's been caught napping. Zanetti.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Very nicely done. Good spot, that. And it's Bernardo Silva. Rijkaard.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's a sharp little ball here. Saliba gets rid without sophistication. And this is Adriano. Looking for options for movement.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Se va a realizar un cambio.
Zanetti. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Shot, surely! It's there! Again, we are level! What a contest!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Gol de Argentina.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Searching passes played there. Oh, that's a key interception.
Argentina clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Now it's Oyarzabal. He's had it taken off him. Saliba, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Well, that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. He's in space and looking for options. Ribery! Oh, should really have made more of that.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Se agregarán 3 minutos al tiempo reglamentario.
Adriano is herring after that one. Zanetti. Alexander-Arnold. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Neymar. And he's got the beating of his man.
Such good technique.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Guardiola, Peter, is a fella who appeared on the scene after a meteoric rise on the international scene, but he really is, for me, the blueprint of the modern centre-half, and of course he can play at left-back too. He's old school, he's uncompromising defensively, and
He's tried one! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
England have their second corner now. Saliba getting this one clear. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there.
Oh, makes every duel look like a total mismatch.
And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, we expected better, and so did he.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Cleared without hesitation. England have the chance to go the other way. Chiellini concedes a free kick for that. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Van Dijk. For Rice. And it's Zielinski. England looking to pass their way through. And this is Mohamed Salah. Oh, it's Salah! Brilliant! Brilliant! Mohamed Salah! He's got himself an absolute peach. England take the lead. And that is stunning. Just too hot to handle.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Rice, quarter of an hour played. Mohamed Salah, can he spark a counter here? Look at the space here, Haaland! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, convincing, that most certainly wasn't. He did well to rescue it, though, I'll give him that.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. It's a good run down the right. Not the most accurate pass.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Corner number 3 coming up. Climbs up big! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Muscular approach does pay off here. Zielinski. Chance! Oh, the ball's come. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And the shot! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Owen. That has been slung wide. Good chance here! No, he's missed it.
Natal have found chances hard to come by, so that's perfectly understandable.
Now it's Owen. Now it's Palmer. Lookman, he can run onto that. He's found a way through. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
So a chance here, what can they make of it? And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them.
Well, conceding free kicks in areas like that are an invitation to the set-piece technicians. They have to cut this out.
Oh, that's well spotted. Zielinski. Diaz. He's going for goal! Oh, no, a quite unbelievable miss.
England really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
There's a sharp little ball here. Bernardo Silva. Hazard. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Van Dijk. And that's really well manoeuvred. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. England are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And that has left him in a heap. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He is through here. Thinks about the shot. Vardiol. He's looking wide.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. No, he's not getting past him there.
Minutes added time.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Knocks it out wide. Hazard. Hazard with he gets big! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Diaz. Cross from header! Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Satisfyingly simple. And we've reached half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
And we'd like to inform you now that the latest travel information is currently being displayed on the screen.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Hazard.
And we're off again.
Messi.
So,
Number
45
22,
minutes to turn it round.
Bernardo Silva. Number 17, Vardiol.
Now it's Mohamed Salah.
Coming on the field.
Deftly
Number
away.
19,
England
Desiree
have
Doué.
reclaimed it.
Number 21,
And it's Zielinski.
Mbappe. Number 9, Olise. Number 30.
And now they can clear their lines. Palmer. Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold. Tries a shot! It's in!
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him. Alexander-Arnold demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So is this the start of a comeback? Van Dijk. Rice. Passing is crisp and sharp. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's Zielinski. Under an awful lot of pressure. Oh, good ball! Oh, and he shoots! Goal! And the lead is extended still further. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
England grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Great chance! And he's heaved it away. And here's Doué. Shapes to shoot! Just wouldn't stay down for him.
Natal are stuck in a rut, and impatient putts at goal won't really help their cause here. They need somebody to communicate composure and something more constructive.
Looking for the run.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
So their fourth quarter of the game. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. England appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time. Big chance!
Substitution on the field. Number 6, Owen. Coming on the field.
He passes it long.
Number 18,
Lookman. Diaz. He's picked his way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Palmer. And the finish! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Lookman. Fernandez. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Short changes him with that pass, and it's Zielinski. Zielinski, and here's Diaz. He's shifting through the gears here. He can get that clear. They get a throw in. Salah. It's Salah! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Mohamed Salah clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Olise has created one goal already. Shot could be on. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. So a big chance now from 12 yards. dealing with the pressure. And that's one back! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? And it's Salah. Mohamed Salah has got himself a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. Oh, important interception. Alexander-Arnold. Shifted it to the flank. Akanji goes sliding in. Now that looks a decent ball. Doué, he's got away. And he's there to retrieve it. Now it's Doué. Oh, nice touch. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Mohamed Salah. Now it's Zielinski. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, there's the clearance.
Substitution.
Pedri. Here's Haaland. Koulibaly defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Fernandes. Spread out to the left.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Pinches it off him. Searching pass he's played there. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. And here's Doué. He's being urged to shoot. Palmer puts a cross in. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And that's it. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge, because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And he shoots! Goal! Argentina! And what a start!
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here. Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Havertz, and it's Doué. Forlan, Zanetti. Now it's Olise. Chiellini gets a foot in here, and it's Doué. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's found a way through. That's a decent clearance. Rijkaard. He's had it taken off him. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, that was coming, Peter. You know, he was on a final warning after all.
And for sure, that was not one of his best.
The moans and groans are predictable. He felt compelled to try.
That looks a decent ball. Might be dangerous. Shot at goal! He's done very well to get to that.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Chance! It's a goal! And this is getting better and better. Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Número 14, Javier Zanetti. Javier Zanetti. Javier Zanetti.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Can he get it through? Gets into some space, and he's managed to get free. Serginho gets it away.
Natal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Now it's Owen. Owen unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Alexander-Arnold makes the interception. And it's Doué. Oyarzabal might just make this. Serginho aims beyond the defence. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Argentina are looking to go forward now. Pedri. Doué. He's picked his way through.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's looking wide. Havertz is offering some sort of... Right card is fouled. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
It's a good 35 yards out, this. Off the post! Decent hit from there.
It was a sterling effort, and at least he kept it on target, and it was worth a go.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Played back in. He could... And the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And they're back on the ball again. That has not gone well. And it's Zanetti. And there's green grass ahead of him. Can he finish? Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Yeah, and I think the ref has just reminded him that he'd been warned earlier. Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
All Black will have to save it here. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
Gol de Argentina, convertido en el minuto 36. Número 10.
Argentina find a position of real strength now. Howson calmly anticipates. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. And this is Forlan. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. So, power or guile, what's it going to be? So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. And that was very necessary. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Now it's Olise. The referee's awarded a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Oh, Peter, what a lucky boy. A telling off as opposed to a sending off.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Looking to widen the gap even further here. No, he's missed it. And it's Doué. That looks a good ball. And Owen! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Laid out to the left flank. Shift goes for a shot! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
Natal are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
Serginho. Nice sequence of passes, this. Oh, good spread. Mbappe could try cutting inside. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Natal are very much up against it, and that's given the manager a real headache as to how to get his players to regain focus during half-time. He's going to have to get amongst the players and really lift them to produce something close to the best football if they're going to salvage this.
Cambio.
And the action is back on the way.
Natal really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that. They just have to make sure they don't waste them.
Zanetti. Matheus Nunes. Serginho. It's a really well-measured ball. Hakimi. And here's Mbappe. Delivery from Mbappe. That's a decent clearance. Hakimi receives it in a wide position. And that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Olise. He is through here. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Howson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Forlan picks it up out wide. Now who's going to be first to this? That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Oh, this is Oyarzabal! He's kicked it out just.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Corner number 2 then. Lovely feet. And it's Zanetti. Nice bit of trick. He's having a go!
Se está realizando un cambio.
Now it's Olise. Oh, that's fabulous. He's had a shot! And he should have made it 4. Driving forward. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 10, Forlán. Número 21, número 2. Entran número 13.
Dealt with nicely
número
by the
18,
defence.
Número 27.
Hazard.
Se va a realizar un cambio.
Ribery. Olise. And that has left him in a heap. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, what a mistake! And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he's going to have his name taken. Oh, terrible miss. Great chance! And he hits the net! And that for him is goal number 10. Terrible error, duly punished.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Número 24.
So is this the start of a comeback? Zanetti.
That's really good energy, Peter, the way they defend from the front.
Oh, what's he done? Zanetti. Rijkaard. Driving on and making good progress. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And the shot! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
And how decisive might that prove, Peter? It really would have put the wind in their sails if they were just one down, as opposed to two.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Van Dijk. Rijkaard with the slide tackle there. Van Nistelrooy. That's a foul, no two ways about it. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague and they look worried. Well, they are now a 9-man team. Saliba. Howson. And it's Nunez. Oh, nicely intercepted. And that's going right the way across. That's an imaginative pass. Rijkaard. Martinez is onto this. And it's Azar. Good ball, good take. Saliba does well to get it back. Argentina can break now. Argentina have reclaimed it. Tries to pass it through. Now this could be a chance. Looking to play him in. Matches Nunez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Se van a jugar 4 minutos de compensación.
Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Well, that is one way to stop him. Mbappe. And they're quick to get it back. Palmer. And that is as far as it goes. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team. Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge, because success in this competition brings so much, and the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. The action has already started.
For me, Peter, David Beckham is one of the greatest wide players of his generation.
And a bit of a throwback in a way, in the sense that he's a right-footed right winger.
Yeah, it's the perfect position for him. His game has never been about line and get crosses in.
He's often mentioned, though, hasn't he, that he'd rather play in the middle.
Yeah, and that's something I find hard to understand personally. In view,
he's one-on-one, Palmer! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Messi. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And they're not going to make any further progress now. He's a sharp little ball here. Big chance! Owen! Sensational!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
Convertido en el minuto 10. Número 6.
That was a given. It always was.
Owen really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Owen! Great chance! They've done it! And they're at it again in double quick time. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So that's 2 now without reply. Well, Olise gets through and the shot! Yes! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Chiellini has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
Yeah, and the ref told him it was coming, and he still failed to heed the warning.
Pass just lacking in accuracy. Not the best distribution from the keeper. He has found the way through. Cleared away. Can he spark a counter here? Stood up well to him there. Tries to play it through.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space. Look, that might have been telegraphed, but it's superb awareness. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pass somewhat off target. Couldn't squeeze it through. Marquinhos. All Black clears. He's got away. And he's well positioned here. Palmer. Camavinga.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That'll be a throw-in. Ribery. Out to the right. Well, that has not gone well. Marquinhos. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. It's not an especially good pass, that. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. It's a threatening ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
What a throw in. Marquinhos. It's a pretty loose pass. Has a look and plays it forward. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Shot a goal! He has done it! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter.
And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I'm just so pleased that Andy Robertson here is finally getting the plaudits he deserves. When you consider the journey he's had from the lower tiers in Scottish football, he's become a real success story of hard graft and hunger, and you can really see that in his no-nonsense style. He's won with a very steely, determined streak.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Oh, well played, well sorted out. It's a pretty loose pass, not the most accurate pass. Oh, that's fabulous. Decent chance! Goal, Germany! That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
After 7 minutes is number 19.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Hoyland.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He's gone for the shot. It's loose. He's going for goal. That comes as a mighty relief. Mbappe. Oh, he's found support out wide. Mohamed Salah. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And this is Owen. Now it's Doué. Doué will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Serginho's cross. Big header! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Just eases him off the ball. Mbappe, and they're back on the ball again. And it's Serginho. And here's Doué. Great chance! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Camavinga gathers from the goal kick. Oh, what has happened here? And now they can clear their lines. Over to the left. Doué. Doué! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
After 20
Smiles
minutes
broad and beautiful.
Number
That is a
19.
cracking hit.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly. I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Hazard receives it in a wide position. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Alexander-Arnold has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Now it's Olise. And this is Owen. Owen has alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, a delicate chip through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he shoots! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Fernandez. Azar can see things others simply cannot. And it's made its way to him. Well timed, excellent interception. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Salah. That'll be a throw-in. Doué. For Palmer. Camavinga. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Ribery. Probing pass. Serginho spots it and intercepts. Nicely spread. Olise could try cutting inside here. Can he finish? It's there! And the comeback is complete! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Threads one in. Now the delivery. That is a brilliant interception. Van Dijk gets rid without sophistication. Played into space. No luck with that dink over the top. This looks promising. It's loose and there's a race. Tries a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Fernandez. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. He's having a hit! And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1.
Substitution for Germany, number 22, Mohamed Salah, number 19, Hoyland, coming on the field, number 10, Messi, number 18, Kane.
There's the start of the second half. Now it's Olise. Plays a sharp little ball here. Olise gets into a good... And the finish! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And he's managed to get free.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he is going into that little black book. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Kane. Oh, no joy this time. No, that's been intercepted. Looking for a runner. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And he gets rid in a hurry. Germany with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Kane! And now they can spring out of defence. Alexander-Arnold. And he's had it nicked away. Doué. Doué goes on a charge down the left. He's got away. And this is Owen. He's found a way through. Goes for a shot! In for the pieces! Oh no, this does not look good. The ball goes in, takes a shot! Ah, there was a decent attempt in the end.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Kamavinga! No, not the best of headers. Fernandes. That's a little off target. That's a cute ball. Oh, played through for the wide man. Ribéry. Messi. Now, what about a counter-attack? That's a promising run he's making on the right. And he's intervened well there. And it's Arda Güler. Nice-looking ball. And he's there to retrieve it. Tries to pass it through. Serginho's cross. Ball's gone out of play.
Substitution for Germany, number 15, Hazard. Coming on the field is number 8, Musiala. Substitution.
And that has left him in a heap. That's good play. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. Van Dijk gets his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
And that should get the job done. Robertson. Robertson, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And no, that was never going to make it. It's a really well-measured ball. Well, that's cause for mild irritation.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And no surprise, that's a booking.
Substitution for Germany, number 3, Fernandes. Coming on to replace him is number 7, Eduardo Camavinga. Substitution in progress.
Well, there's going to be another change here. Now it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. In with the challenge.
Germany really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Palmer. Mbappe. Now it's Kane. McAllister. And it's Chiellini. Sends it crossfield. Alexander-Arnold does well to get it back. No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. And that's definitely not his best. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Cleared away. And the ball's gone astray. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Messi. Great defending, strong and determined.
Germany really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Very much into the last knockings. Played into space out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. It's a mighty effort! Harmlessly behind. That is good alertness. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that pass isn't the best. Camavinga and Güler. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good.
Hello everybody, and this is a quick
What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim. Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge, because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The action has already started. Serginho playing game number 100 for his current employers.
Well, that milestone might be on the back of his mind, Peter, although I'm pretty sure he'll just go about his business as usual. It's just one of the many achievements he'll go on to reach from here.
Spread out to the left, back into the middle. Ribéry. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Adams gets a foot in here. So what can they make of this? Good ball, good take. Now it's Villa. And that's a goal kick. Passing is crisp and sharp. Olise. There's the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
All the way back. Gets a good foot in there. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And he's making progress on the ball. Oh, that's fabulous. That is good strength. Messi has it out wide and in space. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Zico taking charge of the dead ball. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game. Promising one. Oh, brilliant stop from Oblak! And he's there to get it away. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Oh, that looks a good ball through. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Olise. And that's been won straight back. Olise. Thinks about the shot. And the shot! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Owen really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0. Great vision. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Messi. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And it's De Bruyne.
That's good play from him.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Chance! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Cleared without hesitation. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Messi. Nicely worked. He could be in here. Can he finish? No mistake. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Shark climbs up big!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Ribéry. Oh, good taken of Doué! Superb from Doué! About as smooth as it gets. And they're back in front. What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? He's picked his way through. And that should get the job done. Owen. Elise. Cleared away. Now he's got space here. That has been cut short. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
And it's Zico. Oh, Red, nice interception. And he's there to clear it. Hernandez. Well, there's the clearance. That's gone for a throw-in. And we've reached half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And we are already promptly back underway. Neymar can get it clear. Spain are looking to go forward now. And the finish! And he hits the net! And just like that, he's into double figures now. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
So, oh, what a mistake! The ball is loose and the chase is on. Goes for the shot! Oh, a very decent attempt. So, third corner of the game. And that has been cleared. Ball driven towards the far post. And he's taking no chances there. That's really nicely played. Very nicely done. He is through here. And a chance! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, Lisa certainly looked like he fancied himself to pull that off. A bit more composure and it would have been a different story, Peter.
And here's Doué. Gerrard.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
That's an imaginative... Could be danger here! chance! Goes for a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And the lead is extended still further. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So now the difference is 3.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
That's going right the way across. Chiellini. Doué won a hat-trick. What do you think that'll mean to him, Jim?
I think it'll mean a huge amount to him. The way he's been playing, I fully expect him to turn his 2 goals into 3. His appetite has been brilliant, and he totally merits a 3rd.
He looks really hungry. Oh, he's been caught napping! And he's gone backward here. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to...
And that's one back! Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
En el minuto 69, el dorsal 15. Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 11.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Spain give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. He has found a way through. Serginho's cross. Adams attempts a clearance. Can he get it through? And here's Elise. Plays it across.
That's good defensive concentration.
David Villa, the pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And that's going to be a booking.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Kane. Gerrard. And Alexander-Arnold. Bale. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's De Bruyne. The ball has bounced loose now. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. There's going to be another change here.
El dorsal 15.
el dorsal 10. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 4. Kaká.
Calm claims comfortable. And he cuts out the supply. Alexander-Arnold tries to play it through. Bale has it in a wide position. Gerrard. And he's quick to get it clear again. Played over towards the opposite flank.
Well spotted.
Threads one in. Oh, he's found support out wide. Olise. Now who's going to be first? Oh, what? Mbappe! He should have put that one away.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
It's a pretty loose pass. Kaká. Spread neatly. Mbappe is wide and looking to get onto... And he shoots! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Kane actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So their fourth corner of the game. Hazard! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Gerrard. Bale. Can he get on the end of this? Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one.
6 minutos de descuento.
That is good alertness. And it's Kaká. Out to the right. Serginho clears it away. Kaká. Now this could be a chance. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Hakimi gets it clear. He's got away. Kane. Rodri with the foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Oh, that was venomous. And we're done. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. So what do you take away? Santos get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7, an undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Doué actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Haaland is onto it in a flash.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Goes for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Great vision. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And it's Ribery. It's played through for him. He has found the way through. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. Santos presented with a golden opportunity here. This to make it 1-0. 1-0, never any doubt. Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Arsenal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Quarter of an hour played. Serginho gets into some space.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Zielinski.
Arsenal really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Tries to play it through. Doué. It is a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And that has been cleared. It's a promising position. He's had a shot! Decent enough try.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Matheus Cunha. Alexander-Arnold does well to get it back.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Havertz. Oh, this looks sharp. Van Dijk has been caught there, it's a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Matheus Cunha.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Havertz. Now that's well seen too. Played out to the right. He's a sharp little ball here. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Well, that pass isn't the best. Aimed beyond the defence. He's picked his way through. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Soboslai did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he's managed to get free. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he's picked it up out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Defending of the desperate variety. That's going to go a long way. And he's quick to snatch it back. Pedri did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Well, no joy this time. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He's found a way through. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Doué going full steam ahead down the left flank. That's tidy. Serginho.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Zielinski. Haaland. Haaland tries making a foray down the right. Well, played right into his path. And there's the end of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think we're seeing a very good example of what to do when you're a man light. Some of the covering play has been hugely impressive, and that owes a lot to focus and discipline, which have been top-notch, of course, since the sending off.
Santos are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 9, Erling Haaland.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Is number 11.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but
Rashford.
I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Now this could be a chance. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. He's going for goal. Now who's going to be first to this? So climbs up big. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Messi. So what can they make of this? He came in hard, very hard. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. And that's another throw. Now he's off and running. And it's Messi. He's had it taken off him. And that is out of play. Matheus Cunha. Havertz. Now it's Owen. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Can he finish? It's a goal! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Number 6, Michael Owen.
Santos are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
That's a shade optimistic. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Distributed tidily. Soboslai could try cutting inside. Oh, what a
The
climb!
attendance for this match was
He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Substitution.
Santos choosing to make the first change. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become...
Matches Cunha! No, not the best of headers. Ruben Dias. And this is Hazard. It's Hazard! Oh, he's been caught napping. This time, surely. Just cruising. They are cruising. There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. Owen at his razor-sharp best there.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Santos find a position of real strength now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. That's well played. He knew he had to mop that up.
Guardiola wins the duel this time. Santos do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Nicely spread. Rashford has it out wide and in space. Can he finish? And the ball's come loose here. Well, there's the clearance. That is ended up in no man's land. Just the keeper to beat. Owen! It's in! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian. Santos are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He is just caressing the ball. Oh no, what has happened here? It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, shot a goal! Oh, that was very necessary.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Saliba. That's a throw.
Substitution in progress.
Saliba. Oh, they could be caught out here. interception.
There will be 5
Oh,
minutes
that is
added
asking for
time.
trouble. Well, that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. And he is going into that little black book